So you would think that if you do things over and over and over, right, that they would get easier. But in fact, I guess kind of depends on what you're doing, right? To grow yourself, if you are trying to grow yourself, it doesn't get easier; it gets harder because there's always a next level. And if things are getting easier while you're on your growth path, if it's getting easier, then are you truly growing? That's my question. So, welcome to Live Masters. This is your Live Master, Mike Chavez. And if you don't know who I am, I've been on a live video journey for close to 4 years, going live daily with videos just like this so we can get to know each other. I'm broadcasting to you live from the fabulous city of Las Vegas, Nevada. So, as you're coming into this broadcast, let me know where in the world you are watching this video. And have you ever thought about leveling up? Right? It doesn't get easier. Like, okay, so I've done thousands of videos, and um, I do them all from home. And some of you guys know I have 4 dogs, and like I try to do videos all the time and make them nice and like professional, or not distracted with dogs and kids. But that's just not reality. The things are not always as easy as they seem. And so I'm talking about this tonight, about things. If you're truly working on yourself, it doesn't get easier. Okay. I think there's a big misnomer that it gets easier. Meaning, so I always use myself as an example because that's what I share. I share my experience with what I'm doing, right? So I've been doing videos now daily for years and years. Some of you know that are loyal watchers and loyal viewers. So thank you. If you're at Live Masters, put a hashtag Live Masters in the comments for me, okay? Now, if you're new to my broadcast, I've been doing videos daily, and people have always reached out to me and asked me, how do you do these videos? How do you come up with the content? How do you do this every day? What's up, Sharita? How you doing? Good to see you. Ronnie's here too. All right. So I'm going to recognize some folks that are coming into the broadcast. Kyle Styles here in Montana. And so Ronnie's a relatively a newbie. So, all right. So I'm gonna use this analogy of leveling up and doing videos. And I was thinking, because today, I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, and in a way that I'm doing something right now behind the scenes that people have been wanting me to do for years. And that's come up with a course and come up with a program to help guide them and teach them what it is that I need to, that I've done right on these videos, and how I do this, and how I come up with the topics, and how I build Live Masters, and how I do the software, and it's how I do everything that I'm doing every day, right? And I got to tell you that one of the most difficult things to do is to teach other people what it is that you do, right? And they call it a course for a reason, right? They call it a course. So you got to use this. I use analogy of like you're going on a trip, or like a sailor. He's got to have his compass, right? And our blueprint or map or whatever, GPS, right? You got to have this course of how to get to where you're going. And so now I'm here, right? And the crazy part is you can work really, really hard and put your head down and not worry about anything else that's going on in the world. And all of a sudden you look back and there's people that are following you, and they're asking you, can you teach me what you're doing? And if you've worked so hard and you've kept your head down, and you've stayed focused, and you avoided all the distractions, because that's really what it takes. Okay. You get to a point and you're like, well, how did I get here? How did I get here? How did I get to this point almost 4 years later, where people are asking me on a daily basis to help them teach what I'm doing every day? And so I'm talking to you about this in this video, in this context, because it does not get easier. Okay. If you're growing, and the way that I'm growing right now is learning how to teach you through this course what I've been able to do. And I just got into a place with this that I know this is something that I want to do. And I've just made a decision that regardless of how I feel or the circumstances in my life or whatever external things that are going on, I show up and I do a video every day, somehow, some way, somewhere, online, live, because it's continuing to help me grow. And even in this video is a practical example of me sharing my growth process. And that's why I'm so passionate about inspiring other people to do videos, because, you know, in this course, one of the first modules is your why, discovering your why it is that you do what you do. You know, I'm not going to go into too much what I'm going to be teaching on that, but it's important why you do what it is that you do. You can't, I mean, you look back into history, or you look back of anybody that's ever done anything of significance, they're when the why is incredible, the how is easy, right? So anyways, it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing. I'm just going to let you know, if you want to be the best, it never gets easier. It never gets easier, because there's no destination to greatness. See? On cue, I got screaming kids coming into my live video. Wouldn't you look? See, there's no.
I got the remote.
And they're fighting over the remote. See, isn't that crazy? Crazy times, folks. You're live, Cammie. I see you here in the broadcast. Okay. Anyways, so look, now they're coming in here. They're turning on the TV. I'm on a live video. My kids are going crazy.
Mom said we can't watch it upstairs.
So yeah, well, do you see
Mom
the?
said we can't watch it upstairs.
You want to say hi? Look,
Hi.
now look, you just came in and interrupted.
Netflix.
That's not very nice. Yeah.
Mom said me. I'm telling you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. You're right.
Oh my goodness. It is what it is. These children these days. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So, with that being said, there's chaos going on here. I'm gonna say goodbye to you. Be safe. And you know, it's crazy, right? No excuses. It doesn't get any easier. Like, just seeing what happened right here is a perfect example, right? Like, that's just something that I can't control. It's out of my control. I mean, they're my kids and everything, but at the end of the day, kids do the darndest thing. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night, everybody.